Hello there, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Shit with Steve. We are here today in beautiful Currumbin Valley. It's a coffee shop that's attached to the bathhouse. So after you're here, you can go and have a spa next door. Only about a minute's walk over to the spa. And it's only 49 bucks and you can have a spa. How good is that? So the coffee shop name we're at today is Pastry and Co. That's the one that's here, and the surroundings around here are quite nice, but more about that later. As you know, I'm a little bit blind, so people that can see a little better than me have informed me that it is pretty nice, and we will get into more of that later. But first, let's get into the review. So grab yourselves a cup of coffee, pull out a chair, and let's talk some serious shit. But first, guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, then you know what's up. You know what's about to go down. I'm going to review this place on 4 categories. So the first one, for atmosphere and location. As I was saying to you before, someone that can see a little better than me, which is my camera person, has informed me that this place is beautiful. There are kangaroos you can see. There's nice greenery around. It is Currumbin after all, and Currumbin is very nice. Even the interior of the coffee shop, we're sitting on a beautiful deck. So 9 out of 10 it is. Although I don't think there could be much better, so possibly 10 out of 10 for views and atmosphere. And for the customer service, dealing with these people has been pretty cruisy. There have been places I've been at where it was a little bit better. They were a little bit more talkative, so I would give this place an 8 out of 10. Not bad, but you know, they're just not that chatty, but they are pretty helpful. For the pricing, it's interesting because the coffee comes in 2 sizes, small and medium. A mug like this is a medium, so that cost me $5.30. And then they have the small size, which comes in a glass, which is obviously smaller than this, and it costs $4.80. So the prices are quite reasonable, if you ask me. It's penny pincher approved, so if you want to save yourself some cash on your coffee, then this might be a place you want to try. And the other thing I've been told, I need to come here because I need to try the chips, which apparently are the best in the world, or at least in Australia. But as you can see, they're not really your average chips, so I don't really know what to expect. But I've been told they're crunchy and soft and they're made from real potatoes, which is a plus. So let me try this quickly. I usually don't talk much about the food, but because they were hyped up to me, I will. Ooh! Well, that's how soft they are. They fall out of your mouth. They're actually, flavor-wise, they're actually really good. Crispy, yeah, I'm sure you heard how crispy they are, and you see how crispy they are, falling apart. Yeah, now the chips are actually quite good. So that brings me to my last category, the flavor of the coffee. What you've all been waiting for. Let me finish this chip first so I can give you the full rundown. All right. let me take a sip of this bad boy. Let you know what I think. Interesting coffee. But let me first tell you, the coffee beans they use here are ones I have not heard of before. They're called social sweet bambino beans. I don't really have any other information about them, but I can tell you that they're nice. They're quite nice. Quite a smooth flavor. Let me have another sip. Oopsie daisy. Okay, the flavor of the coffee is nice. It goes down very smoothly. It has a nice flavor about it, but it wouldn't be a 10 out of 10 for me because, as you know, I like it a bit stronger. But I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. And it's also important to mention that you can also get a single origin filtered coffee. So, you know filtered coffee, right? The drip ones they used to have back in the 90s. Well, they have those here. And usually I like to get those if they have them on the menu, but not many places do. So I've kind of gotten used to getting the long blacks. And they're usually quite nice for my liking. So we will show you a little bit of the views around this place after my review video. So stick around for that if you're interested in seeing a little bit around this place. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for my review. It's definitely Steve approved. Come and check this place out and see for yourself why. Otherwise, thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye. For listening to another episode of Talking Shit with Steve. We are just taking you on a little bit of a walk around to see the views around this place. Actually, my camera person is. I'm sitting at the same coffee shop table as I was before. But she's doing a good job. So in conclusion, this episode has been brought to you and presented to you by your favorite shit talker, Steve.